Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 Kaiserredux as New England. Let us continue on from where we last left off. So we've invaded the Pacific States. The Canadians want no part of it right now, but trust me, they will. Oh, they will. So send you guys down south, and honestly, see if you can just drive a tank straight into Mexico City. It might work, for all I know. And again, like, I can't get them to join the war. What if I get someone else to join? You also would not accept because you're allied towards Pacific States. What about Portugal? You would not accept because you're allied towards Pacific States. I think it's because they're at war with Mexico too. But like, is it because they're at war? Like, what about Greece? You would also not accept. Is there anybody who would accept to call to arms? No nations would join. Okay. So it's either because Pacific States are at war with... They've already lost 43,000 men against me. You know what? Some pretty decent battles, I would say. Even if we're losing some ground, their casualty rates are already pretty bad for them. And of course, the Pacific States wants to cover their entire border with Canada, because the AI doesn't know whether or not the Canadians intend to join a war. Which I think at some point they would. I just don't know what that point would be. You know what? More support equipment? Absolutely A-okay. You're pushing a little bit into these guys. I don't like fighting in Pacific States. I do think they're kind of like one of the tougher factions to fight. Just because you have to fight through desert and then immediately fight into mountains. So it makes the most amount of sense. And the reason I sent my ships over here is to... delete all your old orders. Is the convoy raid in these two sea zones. And then just, well, essentially navally invade every major city they have. Because this area shouldn't be... Never mind, they have sort of the core of this stuff. So that's less than ideal. Most of our cities are still in California, Oregon, and in Washington. Which is still pretty good for us. Also, you guys are doing fantastic work down here in Mexico. Canada. If I joined your war... I'm trying to think. Like, I'm sure there's some way I can get this to work. Poland is still, like, very strange, but that's okay. You guys are all getting sent to Europe, which is, again... I understand why you're doing it. I just don't approve of it. Have you guys been on a very defensive mode at the moment? Everybody's refused to join us in war. What if I was to do it again? Call everybody into the war. Because right now, field and manpower is higher on their side. Which is unfortunate. It's not unexpected. But it's still definitely unfortunate. Also, we're going to get a big, doing pretty well here so far, I would say. And it's like, as long as we can hold this line against the Pacific States, we will eventually come out on top. Yeah, because the Pacific States, again, are sending so many troops, you would join the war. You know what? Join. Thank you. I don't know what changed your mind, but that is okay. I know you're all going to march your way into Canada, but there's no way they're going to be able to take Toronto, Washington, or not Toronto, Ottawa, or Quebec. So it's not really a threat. Everybody's getting called into the war now. I don't know what's changed. But the Canadians have such a large front line. I wouldn't be surprised if they abandon this region to go fight in the prairies. Yes, you're all getting called in now, which is lovely. Like, I'm sure... They're actually not marching into Canada quite yet. That surprises me. I don't know why they wouldn't attempt an invasion here, when it would be pretty easy for them to do so. Yeah, so you move your way further down south. You take over these port provinces. trying to think. Because you down here, you have 4 to 16 divisions. It's actually significantly more than I would have expected. Yeah, and Canada losing some provinces. Them losing Vancouver is probably the biggest deal. But even then, it could be a lot worse. But I don't know. Like, I'm going down to 85. Yeah, so you guys go here, you guys go here. Once you're there, keep moving your territory in. March, 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 march. Like, when are my new troops ready to deploy? They will deploy at full strength in July. So I feel probably around May we'll actually deploy them. Again, they're going to be a little bit green, but we deployed all these troops in green, and most of them are already in an okay spot. And we're about to be in Mexico City soon. And I think just splitting I don't want to send troops to Central America, because if we put troops in Central America, it will cause them to start putting troops into Mexico. Again, it's just kind of how the AI works. When are you going to be there? One day? Yeah, so you're going to cut off southern Mexico from the north. We lost 2 submarines. That's fine, honestly. I'll join the Second World War after we kill the Pacific States, okay, Canada? That is my deal to you. That's really the only thing I have. That's the only thing I can do. What are you doing? No. You go here, south. You go here and further south. You drive into Mexico City. Once we take you... I mean, they still have ports down here. There's no way I can really take Veracruz. You're here. Thank you. We can cut you in half. Are we losing any defensive battles? The answer is no. Mexico City has fallen, which gets them down to 47%. Most of our losses have been against the PSA, but that's not a huge surprise. What's your new capital, by the way? Your new capital is here. It's worth 5. I think right now, go to just like a normal battle plan. You're worth 5 victory points as well. So you know what? You go here and then surround. You're worth 3, which I think is an okay number. We do some civilian factories as well. So you know what? Military factories in the old CSA. Now, once you guys take this city, nobody's in this gap. You're all out here. I'm just thinking. Well, you're both here. 1 cavalry division be on this front. Go to this city first, because we gotta plan around the Central Americans. And there is a chance we don't. You know, the 1% recruited population will take it. And because there is a chance we don't need to move into Yucatan and be content taking some of these other cities. We've gotten you down to 28% now. Spain's capitulated. Okay. That is fine. And once you guys cut this in half, you two are going to deploy up to here. Where are you going? You're going up to the north. That's also fine. I'm trying to think. You're worth 2. You're worth 2. So there's a handful of cities worth a little bit. Would 2 be enough for the capitulation now? That I don't know. The Canadians have sent more troops up to the northern border, which is nice. I'm actually wondering if for these divisions here, they'll just be part of our naval invasion strategy of just invading, let's say, California. It's not a bad plan, I think. You go here, you go here. How long? I mean, you travel pretty quickly. So I'm not worried about you. Then the tank's over. I mean, Mexico's dead for sure. I do think all the, we did lose this city. So you want you hold position for now. Once he leaves in 1 day, you come over here, get his port so you can have him have some supplies back. Back at 31. You would border. So you know what? We'll go up and around. Do we have no superiority here? We don't. We actually don't have any boats in the region. Okay, research slot. Let's go for, you know, dive bombing is okay. You then move to this city. Take it back for us. And you know what? You look like you should be able to take this other city. We're 2. And I would appreciate that. When are you going to be there? You're going to be there in 6 days. But that should increase once your supply problems are fixed. But even then, you're still going to be 5 days as well. Your Mexican unit. I guess you have to march your way up there. It's really the only thing we can do. We are going to lose 1 2-point city, though, which is unfortunate. We did also get surrounded again. Do something like this. You go here to break that, not a stalemate, but just give those guys their supplies back. Now you should move slightly quicker now that you got your supplies. This front doesn't exist. Please be here. Go up north. Which we should be at. We're still at 38%. Yeah, because we didn't take the city. We're at 31 again. Send you to here. The problem is that I'm trying to capitulate them in such a way that it does kind of, you go here. This will fix our issues. Canadians are getting as much done as I would like. You know what? Deploy. Delete. Where did I put you? I put you guys way in the north. 8 guys deploy down to the south. You know what? Build you up to 24. 6. You are part of Operation. Just kind of invade California somewhere. So go to Vancouver. And probably just like San Francisco. Seems like an okay place for you to go. We have superiority here. We do still. It's not a great superiority. The numbers are still on our side. You should break apart soon. I don't like these Mexican troops being down here. Yeah, so you guys come down to this province. If now fix your supply issues, come fight this guy. Can you move here? You can. You're not going to, but you could. Yes, you're also worth 2. I'm worried now that we have border Central America that could screw up our positionings somewhat. Send this tank way up to the north. Are you going to take this city? The answer is no, you absolutely are not. Which is a real shame. Yeah, you're in a horrible spot now. God damn it. Okay. You're still moving south. Mexico, that 25. Not an ideal spot. You have to sit here until we can get this working properly. You're not going to Veracruz, which is nice. Go to this city then. Our reinforcements are arriving slowly. These lines do not exist. You're here. You are here. Deploy to front lines that actually matter, please. Petrograd's fallen, really? Oh, they've like snaked their way across. I mean, I guess that's one way to do it. Illyria is about to fall. Okay, that's another city gone. That's gotten them down to 21. Any city, I think, at this point would get us there. How long till you actually get to that province? So I'm hoping in 3 days that the war will just be over. We annex Central America. We annex Mexico. And yeah, that should be golden. Should be absolutely fantastic. Assuming you can get there in time. Luckily, we didn't lose like Veracruz or anything like that. You're still holding on. But I'm at midnight tonight. That should be the end. It was. And I guess I'll just take all... I know I didn't really claim everything. But they're all going to be released as puppet states anyways. So it's not a huge deal. No longer be on your attack move. Send troops all along the border. Research slot. Submarine detection goes down. Absolutely. Who are we importing from? I don't know, actually. But you know what? Let's go for... You know what? Let's see what these are. The defense against... Defense for New England. Or, okay, so Portugal, we don't need your tungsten anymore. I appreciate it. Germany, I do need some more rubber. Canada, I do... Not from you. Serbia, I guess. If you can give me 1 steel, that would be nice. So let's release Mexico into 2 small countries. And then for Central America, we're probably going to release, like, just 1 big, strong one. Yeah, a loyal Central America. So those are all on our side for now. Delete all your old plans. Your front line is from here to there. Job is to invade through this area. And I would say that's pretty good. Cruzob is kind of like a strange name, but okay. I'm going to annex Guatemala. I don't know how you're really going to punish the colonizers. It really doesn't make any sense as a satellite state of Americans, but you know what? You do you. Yeah, you're all here. I don't really care if I lose Baja California. It's not a big deal to me. Can you guys naval invade quite yet? The answer is no. Also, we don't have superiority. Did we lose like a bunch of submarines? We lost 4 here. I think we've just kind of been like trickling them down a little bit. But we do have some more we can send to you. Get them all up and running. Can you not leave? Is there no... There's a port. You guys can make progress. I mean, how many men have you guys lost so far? You've lost 145,000. Mostly against New England. Somehow, Canada and France... I mean, France lost 42,000 men against Puerto Rico. How did they accomplish such a goal? I cannot tell you. It is a mystery to everybody involved. Once we get our Navy up and running... I know our Navy is ass. Like, it's horrible. But really, it's just like, it's the best we have at the moment. And I do think, like, who are we getting volunteers from? Just Brazil. Nobody's sending at me any volunteers. I'm guessing they probably just, like, don't like me, which is understandable. I have, not been the most likable under the current situation. But we're also going to need troops around Seattle. San Francisco is worth, 20. Los Angeles is worth 30. Sacramento is only worth 5. Like, it's actually not that important. We do need it eventually. But, like, the push into the Great Plains, past the Rocky Mountains, isn't all that important. It's really just, can you fight for California? And that's really about it. I'm fine with you guys actually making moves. I trust you more than I trust Blue. I mean, for Blue, some careful battle planning probably is not the worst idea. We do have 15,000 strength. So you know what? Combine you guys up. Navy escort around here. Actually, don't do that. I want to hold and take a look at ports. Los Angeles is completely undefended. San Francisco is completely undefended, and that, you know what? That's all I need to know. So you know what? Let's hold one guy back. Send the other 5 in. And you know what? We're actually going to assign you to Green Army. Because we probably want having a tank in this area that can just basically drive up to everywhere else. But that's going to be actually quite nice for us. So, military factory. Let's go for... We don't need this much support equipment. So, you know, get rid of you. Throw 2 more into artillery. The business, I think we will be upgrading it soon. Are you retreating? You're not? And guess what? You should be. Let's murder you. How much manpower do you have? About 250,000. So again, about half of what we have at the moment. Again, we're not joining international. We're not joining the Second Weltkrieg quite yet. Because we are going to be losing German support. But I honestly think like the Entente can probably get it done just by themselves. I mean, I haven't lost Berlin quite yet. Well, not the Entente by themselves, but Entente with a strong America should be able to get that to work out. By the way, all of Green Army you deploy here. Immediately fan out. Because San Francisco is already worth a lot of points here. Actually, surprisingly not. We're only at 87% for victory conditions. What we're going to do, we're going to keep moving through, take over their capital. Like, we would like more troops. I mean, a volunteer brigade is very small. And the fact that they're very small means that we can probably get them to work out okay. They're mostly... I mean, how big are you? I mean, they're not huge, but we can probably train them up pretty quickly. Just to fill up this line. Which is definitely one of the most important aspects as well for fighting a war, is making sure you cannot get surrounded. Okay, so California, or I guess the Pacific states are going to spend a little bit of effort capturing Baja California, which I think only benefits us. You guys have any? You know what? We'll send you over the front. You're not that important, but you will draw off manpower. And in a situation where I have manpower and the AI doesn't, I think it just benefits me to do that. Okay, so we have another infantry coming in. The tank's on his way. And we have our things here, so... Can't do any things here. Fortify the Hudson line. Fall back to the river. I mean, that's land forts. But I don't need the land forts. We're completely okay without them. Where are you going, by the way? You're going here, which means you can probably make some progress pushing into this province. And Teal is making some headway. Again, it would have been nice if I didn't need to defend this front line at all. But what can you do? For right now, let us go for... You know what? I mean, I have like 100,000 rifles. I should be giving the Canadians guns more than the other way around. So you know what? Let's do some more light tanks. Again, I know light tanks are not the preferred. You know what? You can actually probably push here as well. Get all these areas under our control. But I do think with the invasion of California and a massive strike against the Pacific States, I think it's going to be a good time for us to end this episode. So thanks so much for watching. My name is Ansem. If you've enjoyed, remember to thumbs up. You can enjoy, close them down. Want to subscribe, and goodbye.